series is The Critter Club. It's a book about friends and animals. In the first one, Amy and the Missing Puppy. Amy is worried because spring break is coming and she really has nothing to do. Her friend Marion is going to a horse show, Liz is going to the beach, and Ellie's grandmother is coming to visit. The girls are best friends and have sleepovers every Friday night. Amy does have a new book to read, though. One morning she goes to help out at the clinic where her mother is a vet. Mrs. Sullivan, who is a rather stern lady that Amy is sort of afraid of, brings in her new puppy for a checkup. That night, Amy's mother gets a phone call. The puppy is missing. Can Amy track down Mrs. Sullivan's missing puppy and let spring break turn out great after all? In book 2, all about Ellie, Ellie has been chosen to be the ladybug in the school play. She is so excited and working hard to learn the dances and songs. The other girls are getting rather tired of hearing Ellie talk about the show all the time. Are the girls going to still be friends, or is Ellie's time as a star going to ruin a great friendship? Check out The Critter Club.
I bet there are some Magic Puppy and Magic Kitten fans out there. Well, if you enjoy those series, you're going to love Magic Ponies at your book fair. In book 1, A New Friend, Eleanor is worried that her summer is going to be boring. You see, she's spending it with her aunt. That is until she meets Comet, a magical pony who is looking for his missing twin sister Destiny. In book 2, A Special Wish, Marcy too wants a pony more than anything in the world, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen until magically Comet appears. She and Comet have many exciting adventures, once again looking for Destiny. Well, if you like a great new magical series and you love ponies, check out the new Magic Pony series.
And the one and only Stewie Lewis. Stewie is just an average second grader. He's not the smartest kid in school, he's not the best reader in his class, he's not the best player on his soccer team, but he learns that he can overcome just about any challenge that he faces. You should find out what challenges he faces and how he overcomes them in The One and Only Stewie Lewis.
In the book The Tree Doctor, the Cat in the Hat and his friend Dr. Twiggle will teach us how to deal with any tree emergency. If your tree has droopy leaves or its bark is peeling off, these two guys can help you figure out what to do. If you want to learn a lot about trees and have a good time doing it, check out The Tree Doctor.
Have you ever imagined that you had an animal tail, or maybe a fin, or maybe big strong animal legs, or a trunk like an elephant? I know I have. And what if you had animal teeth? It talks about what it might be like if you had different kinds of animal teeth. An elephant tusks, big beaver front teeth, if you had tiger teeth or shark teeth. This is a pretty cool book full of lots of interesting facts about animals and their teeth.
Boys and girls, there's some great new National Geographic books that will be at your spring book fair. One is called Dog Finds Lost Dolphins. It's the story of Cloud, a dog that helps find dolphins trapped in shallow water so that they can be rescued and put back out to sea. The book also has the story of Casey, a little monkey that helps a man confined to a wheelchair, and the story of a giant rat that discovers hidden landmines. In the next book, Tiger in Trouble, we meet Nitro, a tiger who was living in a junkyard cage in Kansas. One day a stranger came by, and when he got his arm too close to the cage, Nitro decided to take a bite. The man who owned Nitro decided to let Nitro go and live at Carolina Tiger Rescue. a tiger sanctuary right in North Carolina near the town of Pittsburgh. There they took care of Nitro and helped him to get healthy again. They discovered that Nitro was blind. How is a blind tiger going to find food? How is he going to find his way around his cage? Well, the center came up with a great idea, and if you read Tiger in Trouble, you'll find out what it was.
Bronzerina has a dream. She wants to dance. When she arrives at the dance studio, she finds she has a problem. You see, she's too large. She's a dinosaur. A couple of Madame Lucille's students make fun of her. What is Bronzerina going to do? Is she going to have to give up her dream because she's too big? Or can she come up with a solution that works? Well, if you've ever had a dream and you want to dance, definitely check out Bronzerina to see how she solved her problems.
When I was a boy, my room was always a wreck. My mother would poke her head in and say, "Caleb, clean up that room." And I'd always look around and say, "It's not that big of a deal. It's not that messy." Well, in this book, what mess? The little boy has the same issue that I did when I was a boy. He looks around his room, that's a wreck, it's a mess, there's tons of stuff everywhere, and he says, "It's not that bad." This picture book is full of fun illustrations and clever rhymes. You should check it out at the book fair.
Boys and girls, in the book, Here Come the Humpbacks, we learn about what a year is like in the life of a humpback whale. When the weather is cold, the humpbacks stay in the warm waters of the Caribbean. There baby whales are born. Did you know that a baby humpback whale can be 14 feet long and weigh 2,000 pounds? After several months of growing, the mother and her baby head for the waters of New England and even the Antarctic. That's a trip that can be as many as 5,000 miles long. They have to watch out for obstacles in the water, things like plastic or chemicals that could hurt them, and also for orca whales. If you want to learn about these incredible animals, check out Here Come the Humpbacks.
Abraham Lincoln was our 16th President of the United States, and one that most people think is one of our very best. His birthday was in February, and that's why we celebrate President's Day in February. Well, if you're curious about his life, where he grew up, and how he became the best president this country has seen, check out Kids Geographic, Abraham Lincoln.
In the book, How to Drive Your Sister Crazy, Bradley Harris Pinkerton says, "It's your job to drive your sister crazy, and you might as well do it right." We'll find out how he drives his sister crazy with all sorts of different pranks and jokes that he pulls on her. And you can find out exactly what they are in the book, How to Drive Your Sister Crazy.
It's spring 2013.
And Cardinal Lane Book Fairs is
Buzzing with books.